Hello, online crew. Hello. I am back from my mini getaway and back to my usual lives. It's so awesome to be back after a little bit of a rest. It wasn't a major holiday or anything. I mean, truth be known, we only sort of went down the road, but I'll share that with you in a moment. But it's good to take a little break every now and again. That I have done, and I am back. It is awesome to be here with you. Now, after having a little break, is Facebook going to be kind enough to me to show me your comments on my first live back? And I'm thinking no, because I can't see any comments. So, oh yes, Michael. I can see your comment, Michael. Awesome. This is a good start. Hello, high five, Mike. Great to see you on. So please say hello as you're jumping on, because I can see comments today. This is a good thing. Maybe I just needed a break away from Facebook to allow me to see your comments again. So, also give me the, lots of emojis there, Michael. Awesome. I know Judy and Bob. I will share that with you in a moment. So Judy and Bob are saying, where was I? They were trying to guess where I was, because we are in the same state of Australia, but they couldn't quite guess where it was. So I will share that with you on this video. Hello, Mel. Good to see you on. So give me the palm tree emoji. That's our mascot here for our online crew community. If you are in my free Facebook group, which is called Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners, put the fish emoji down below. Hello, Julie. Hello, Lynn. Thank you. It is great to be back as well. And there it is. Where are my online crew leaders from my private coaching community called Online Crew Coaching? You guys get to put the cruise ship down below. So let me know if you are here and you are on. Hello, Teresa. Thank you very much for your comment. It is good to be back. So I want to share with you a little bit about my mini sort of getaway and the lessons that I sort of took from that, which were important to me, and I want to share them with you, and maybe you can evaluate for yourself if it's something that you need to go and do, in your life. So the funny thing is, and I haven't really shared this with anybody other than an email I sent out a couple of days ago, we only went 3 kilometers down the road as the crow flies. So, up in the air from our house to where we stayed was only 3 kilometers away. Now, I know you're probably thinking that's not a getaway, Helen, but I've got to tell you, the magical place that we were in, it really was a getaway because it's totally different scenery. Sometimes, you just need total different location, different scenery. So I'll explain to you why I chose that place, in a moment. If we've not met before, my name is Helen Martin. Hi, Amy. Thank you very much. My name is Helen Martin and I'm your online crew captain. So your captain's been on a little bit of a holiday. I only missed 3 lives. Like, it was only 3 lives that I missed last week at my normal time, but it feels like a lifetime for me. I don't know how it felt for you guys, whether it was a little missing piece for you guys, but it feels like I've been away for like weeks, which is part of the reason why I want to talk to you about this, of the benefit of having a little break. And for those of you, like Julie obviously saw the photographs, I did share photographs on my page of where we went and the beautiful view that we had. So if you missed that, just scroll down my page a little bit to last week and you'll see where we actually sort of were. But yeah, my name's Helen Martin. I'm your online crew captain for this awesome online crew community here. And we are entrepreneurs, home-based business owners, network marketers, direct sellers, all of the above, learning how to leverage social media with modern online strategies to build your business. So we don't want to chase anybody to buy anything off us or, wrestle anyone to join us in our business. We truly want to use attraction marketing strategies to attract people to us. So that's what we do here. At the beginning, hey Chinta, it felt like forever, Mel. Oh, that's so sweet of you. It's weird how long it has felt though, when it was really in reality such a short time. At the beginning of every week, which is now, Okay, so this video, I always share something to do with personal development, personal growth, something to help you be a better version of you tomorrow than you are today, because you can't be successful in business unless you've got it going on up here. So you can learn all the skills in social media and learn all the tricks of the trade and the algorithm and this and that and whatever, but it's not going to help you if you don't believe that you can be successful in business and you don't believe that you can earn a lot of money and all that kind of stuff. So it's really, really important to talk about this stuff because it's all up to us. Nobody else can build you a successful business. No one else can make you happy. No one else can, achieve things for you other than you. So it all comes down to us, guys. So it's a critical component to our success in business. Hey Julie, good to see you back. Hey Elena, how are you? Happy dancing. Great to see you on live. So where did we go? I really, really battled with trying to find 2 days in my calendar to take Paul away. So this was in our country in Australia. We've just celebrated Father's Day. So I know it's at different months of the year in different parts of the world, but us in Australia, we just celebrated Father's Day. And I thought, well, rather than buy him more tools or things that he doesn't necessarily need, I really just want some quality time with Paul. So I thought we'll go away. Now I looked at different places and it's like, oh, that's going to take too long to get there. Or I don't have time to get there. I've got training then. I got this then. I've got calls with students then. It took me like a few weeks to find 2 days. And even then, hi Edith, hi Jillian. Even then I had to shift students and shift appointments that I had to make those 2 days happen. So it wasn't easy. So one of the reasons why I chose somewhere that was so close is to, one, make it happen. And two, this place is amazing and I feel privileged that it's only 3 Ks down the road. So we could have been anywhere around the world. We actually said that when we were standing on the top of the cliffs, which is Judy and Bobby. I know you're dying to know where we went. So we went, for those of you that are local to me, that are in Australia. Hey Gloria, hey Sean. We were in a place called Kings Beach Retreats. Okay, so you can look that up if you want, no matter where you are around the world. The photos are on my page of it. And so, and I did a live from that place, if you call it that, live, from the inside of the place. And it's literally built on sort of the edge of a cliff. And so the ocean's right there, the Waipinga cliffs are like just right there. So we went for a walk for 2.5 hours and we could have kept going like for hours. It's called the Hyson Trail. It's actually a proper walking trail and you can walk forever. And so we're literally like where I am. Hey, Jillian. Oh, thank you, Sean, that you missed me. So we could have been anywhere around the world and we were actually reading the reviews in the book. You know how you go to accommodation places and they have those books where people, actually we forgot to do that. They leave little thoughts and notes in the book. And there were a couple of notes in there saying, we have traveled the world and this compares to landscape that we've seen in this country and that country. I can't remember what countries that they mentioned, but like, this is amazing. And it's at our doorstep. So that's why I went there, because it was close and we could make it happen. And the other thing was, it was highly recommended to me by a friend of ours that had been there and said, it's like you're somewhere else around the world. And I was like, well, that suits me just fine. I need to step out of my environment and just, so I played a little trick on Paul. I'm like, how can I only go 3 kilometers? Like, he's going to be so disappointed with where I've chosen. So if I had more time, I was going to play more games on him, like, because you sort of go down the road this way and I was going to go this way and play a joke on him for about 20 minutes and drive around as if we were going to the city or something like that and then do a U-turn and come back. I had it all planned, all this funny stuff that I was going to do. But as it was, we left a lot later than I wanted to because I was following up with stuff. And so I played a little mini joke on him. So we drove down the road to a iconic sort of restaurant accommodation place, which is like 1K down the road. And I pulled in the driveway and he's sort of looking at me going, okay. And I'm like, surprise. I told you it was close. Surprise. And he's like, okay. And you know what the darling guy said? He said, honey, it wouldn't matter where we went to. The fact that I'm with you and that we've got some time together is all I need. Like, bless him for saying that, but that's what he said. And so I was going to play on that for a little. I was going to drive into the actual reception place and play on it a little bit, but I couldn't do it. I said, oh no, I'm sorry, honey, we're not staying here. But then we just went another 2 kilometers to where we were staying, okay? So it was awesome. But my point to all of this, how does it make me feel? For somebody, you guys that listen to me often, you know I'm fairly busy. This is not the only thing that I do. I do other things. I teach at the gym. I still do consulting accounting work. I mentor students for an overseas company. You know, I've got 2 young boys who are into every sport possible. We don't use childcare or after school care or any of that kind of stuff. Like life is just busy, okay? And that's cool. But I love what I do. So although I was really busy and we just finished the video challenge and I needed a bit of a break, it's not that I'm unhappy or anything like that. Just sometimes you need a bit of a break, and I needed some time with my husband, really. So we went close, we go. So here's the 5 lessons I've learned from it. Supposedly, statistically, and medically, there is a million reasons why you need a change of scenery. When you particularly are really, really busy, or you've just gone through something particularly stressful that you've dealt with. A change of scenery is as good as a holiday. Now, do I call that a holiday? No, it's a little mini getaway because it was only 3 Ks down the road. So for you, Judy and Bob, Kings Beach Retreats is where it was. It's just down the road from the Bluff, from where I live. You know where I live. Okay, so you can look that up. But apparently for productivity reasons, health reasons, stress levels, blood pressure, hormones, all sorts of reasons, a change of scenery when you've been really, really busy and maybe, you know, your cortisol levels have been heightened and your stress levels and heart rate and that stuff, you know, you've just been exerting like a lot of extra energy and had a lack of sleep. Change of scenery is amazing. Hey, Champa. So that I definitely felt that as soon as we walked into this place and saw the glass windows and looking at the ocean, just something happens. You know, when you look at a view or the stars or the ocean, or you just go somewhere and it just immediately changes your just sort of outlook. Maybe for you, it's going for a walk or going for a bike ride or doing something that just makes you feel a little bit different. So a change of scenery from what you're used to, if you feel like you're stuck in something, if you've been really, really busy, if you've been a little bit stressed about something, you know, something's been worrying you or troubling you, then go and do something different, guys. We only went for 2 days. Like, it's not even 48 hours by the time you check in and get out. Like, you can't get in there till 2 o'clock in the afternoon and you got to be out by 10 a.m. It's not even 48 hours. But what it has done, like I just feel different. I can't really explain it. I just feel different. I feel more relaxed. I've come out of the chaos of the video challenge and the busyness, and I just feel more calm. So it's just really, really, yeah, Julie, my cortisol is high now. I need to figure out how to visit Kings Beach. Little bit of a trek for you to get to Kings Beach, but find your own Kings Beach, like somewhere just to lower the levels of cortisol, lower the levels of stress, guys, and just get a change of scenery. It does wonders. It doesn't have to be for that long, but it just takes you out of your normal environment that's keeping you in that place. Like, I do all my work from home, like all the different things I do, the consulting accounting work, the calls that I do with students overseas. Oh, apart from teaching at the gym, I actually do go down the gym, but it's down the road. So it's not far. But I don't feel like I have what they call cabin fever, but there is such a thing called cabin fever. So when you do all your work from home, or even if you're in a job, guys, so you're working really, really hard in a job and then you're trying to do this side gig on the side at home, like you could still be in cabin fever in that way, like you're stuck in this sort of little environment. Do you know what I mean? And so this actually has an effect, what's the word for it? Like, it's research based on our motivation, productivity, you know, even our health. Like, it's a thing. Cabin fever is a thing. So sometimes we just need to, you know, have that change of scenery, and it doesn't have to be huge. Like some people put so much emphasis on holidays. I can't go on a holiday because I don't have the time, or I don't have the money, or whatever it is. So we stop ourselves going and doing something different because we put so much emphasis on where we might want to go, the time that we need to travel. So do what I did, like go 3Ks down the road, but totally different scenery and just fresh outlook for a couple of days. Okay, so break it down a little bit and make it a little bit more achievable. Go somewhere closer, but just go somewhere different. Go somewhere you've never been before. You know how refreshing that is sometimes when you go somewhere and you look at something new and it's exciting and it's different. Gloria, I get cabin fever here in Alberta. So get out of Alberta, Gloria, if you can. If you've got any opportunity, just go somewhere different. Can you drive somewhere different? Train, or just something that's not as expensive. I mean, where we stayed, it wasn't necessarily cheap. I will say that. Like you're on the edge of a cliff face. Like you pay for the privilege of looking at the ocean right in front of you. But there are other alternatives that we could have gone. They're a little bit cheaper. That is still a change of scenery. Maybe not as impactful, but still, a change of scenery. So just going to check my notes here. So everyone needs a change of scenery. That's one lesson. So if you're feeling a little bit stuck, if you're feeling frustrated, even going for a walk, something a lot smaller, that doesn't really get you out of environment for longer than just the walk, but just an overnighter somewhere. I'm glad we went for 2 nights. I don't think 1 night would have been long enough. Like you get there and then, you're turning around and coming home sort of straight away. So a couple of nights is really good. Tina, I hear you. I'm burning out. Take a break, Tina. You got to take a break. I get close to burnout sometimes. You guys know how busy I am when you listen to me regularly. Like I've got a lot going on, and I don't have a problem with that because I love what I do. There's the trick. Work towards doing something that you love doing. And that's one of my 5 lessons that I'll get to in a minute. So hold that thought. The other thing is you really do need to take a step back and out of your normal environment to truly evaluate what's going on for you. So 3 questions that I always regularly say here is what's working, what's not working, and what can I do differently? They should be 3 questions that you ask yourself even at the end of every day, let alone every week or every month. You should be always evaluating what's working, what's not working, and what can I do differently. It's really hard to evaluate objectively when you're still in the environment that's causing the chaos, or you're still in the job that you don't like doing, or you're still in the house where the relationship is not that good. You have to take a step away and a step back from what you're doing to truly evaluate where you're at and what you need to do differently to move forward. So I didn't go on this break to evaluate myself or my life or my business. I just wanted a bit of a break and I wanted some time with my hubby. But I still had a lot going on, which I'll get to sort of in a minute. So for me, it wasn't about evaluating my business or my life or anything like that. But you can't help but go there when you step out of your normal world. Your thought goes in different areas. Your brain goes, to different places because you've got the space. When you're in your world and you are busy, you don't have the mental capacity or the space to truly evaluate objectively. You might try and evaluate, but the right answers won't come to you because you're already in the thick of it. You've got to get away from the thick of it to be able to truly evaluate certain things about your life or your business, and ideas and opportunities and different thoughts will come into your head that are far more meaningful because you've got the space for it. Does that make sense to you guys? So when you're in the busyness, I can't truly evaluate things. I'm too busy to do that. So I've got this going on and that going on, and I go from a call to a training to a live to another training to, whatever. I don't have the brain space for it. When you take yourself out of that environment and into different scenery, your brain just starts thinking about things. And it gave me a couple of ideas and things just from being away from a couple of days that I wouldn't have been able to come up with if we didn't go away. Does that make sense to you? You do not have the brain space to make effective, evaluative questions and answers and stuff like that when you are in the thick of your stress or in the thick of your job. You're doing your business on the side, like you're crazy busy. You just can't. So create the space to think. Deliberate or not. Mine wasn't deliberate, but it still came to me. Okay, so very, very powerful. The third thing, quality time with the people you love. You cannot pay money for that. You can't underestimate the importance of that. Whoever is important to you in your life, whether that's a husband or a wife or children or a friend, a best friend, somebody that you care about deeply, whoever it is in your life, create times, pockets of time to create quality time with them. So Paul and I have an amazing marriage. Like, I've got nothing to complain about. He's an amazing guy. And the only thing that misses for us sometimes is I'm so busy. He's a farm boy. He's so laid back. He's just so cruisy. Supports me like no end. Like, he's just a legend. He's not down at the pub drinking with his mates. He's not doing random stuff. He's just an amazing guy. But I get so busy, I forget to give him the attention that perhaps he deserves sometimes. But having that time away without the kids, we love our boys, don't get me wrong, but we're still adults that need adult time. And just to have those couple of days to reconnect, to go for a walk, to just talk about things that we don't normally talk about because we're too busy to talk about, or we're going to this soccer practice or that football practice or that basketball game, or making dinner or lunches or doing homework or whatever. You just don't get to be you. Do you know what I mean? So just making that, it was only a couple of days, but for us, it was gold. It was just time to spend some time together and just reconnect and just talk and, get the camembert and the dip and, just enjoy the little stuff in life, which is not much, but it had, it's just so important. Okay, I hope you get that. And two last things. So this is the fourth and the fifth thing. Is it possible to 100% unplug? To be honest with you, for me, no. Did I? No. Did you still see me on social media? Yes. Did I do a live from where we were staying? Yes. Was I still answering your messages? Yes. Was I still approving people into my coaching community group and whatever? Yes. Do I have a problem with that? No. Did Paul have a problem with that? No. The reason for that? Limitations, but my business still keeps moving even though I stop. Is it beneficial to 100% unplug? Absolutely. But we still had, it was bad, patchy internet access, but I went away at a time that I offered people a particular, opportunity. And so I'm not going to leave them hanging for 2 days to get into my coaching community because I decide to go away for 2 days. I'm going to look after those people, because they're joining a journey with me. So find something that you love doing, guys, and it's not a burden. So should I have been on social media? Maybe not, but was I on it a lot? No, not really. Was Paul okay with it? Yes, because I told him. I said, honey, we're going away and I've just given the people this opportunity to do this, so I can't not attend to this for 2 days because I need to do this sort of now. And so, yeah, but it's okay. When you build a business online, you're building towards something. So yes, there were pockets of time that, like when we went for a walk for 2.5 hours on the cliffs of Waipinga, the only time my phone came out was to take pictures. So it's okay not to 100% unplug if you enjoy what you're doing, and the expectation with your partner is that they understand that. So I'm not going to say you have to 100% unplug because that's what you need. I didn't need to. I still needed to take care of things, but it was okay. Does that make sense to you? When it becomes intrusive, like if I was on my phone the whole time we were away, Paul would get pissed off with me, and rightly so. So I was very wary of how much time I was on my phone, which was not a lot. It was just I needed to do what I needed to do to keep things ticking along, and that's okay. Okay, so, it is good to go away and unplug. And if you don't have any internet, then that solves the problem. But if you've got things going on in your business, it's okay to be structured and responsible with it, okay? Okay, now the last one, very unique to me. I hope it's not your problem, but do not sleep for extended periods of time on your stomach on a soft bed because you come home with a migraine for 2 days. So the bad news is about my little mini getaway is that I slept more than I normally do. I went to bed earlier than I normally did, which was awesome. I slept in, which was awesome. I didn't have to get up and do lives and things like that. So the freedom from that was lovely. But I have a very bad habit of sleeping on my tummy, and I actually have a pillow that I put in front of my tummy to stop me rolling over. It's just something I've done all my life, and I get very bad neck and back pain from that, and that causes my headaches. So we're in this beautiful king size comfy bed, and I sleep more than I normally sleep, and majority of the time I woke up to myself being flat on my tummy with my head right to the side. So guess who got a really bad headache on the second day, which turned into a really bad migraine the day we came home. To the point where we were going out that night, I'm dressed and ready to go fighting it, like, go away, I want to go out with my friends. And I just burst into tears in front of Paul and said, I can't go. I just have to go to bed. I just have to get rid of this headache. And so I stayed home to look after my migraine, and I still had it. I've only really sort of got rid of it yesterday. So there's my fifth lesson. For those of you that sleep on your tummy, don't when you're in a different bed, a soft bed, because you might end up with a migraine. So that was just a little downfall to the ending of our holiday, but I still don't regret it. It was just what is. I slept funny. It triggered all stiffness in my neck and all that kind of stuff. So, it is what it is. But absolutely amazing, short time frame, but beautiful to get away. Only, on our doorstep here. Do it, guys. It will do you wonders for yourself, your frame of mind. I've got more sleep, like I feel refreshed in that respect. Like it's just so beneficial to you. So any of you that are listening, that you're feeling really, really stressed, or you just feel like your wheels in motion, you're just on the same merry-go-round, the little rat that goes around, you know what I'm trying to say, and you just feel a little bit stuck, or you're not motivated to move forward, or you can't find the right perspective on something, you're not thinking straight, do yourself a favor and go somewhere else. Just make the time out, because you end up in that same little hamster wheel for far longer than you need to. Whereas if you break the cycle, have a little bit of a break, and then come back to it and change the cycle, you're going to be far better off here than staying on the hamster wheel for weeks or months or whatever. Just do it, guys. Just do it. It's a lesson for me, and I'll need to do it again more often. And like Paul and I said, we just need to do this more often. Not only for us connecting as a husband and a wife, just to get away. Life is meant to be lived. Is it not, guys? So I'm very committed. I work very hard. I love you guys. I pour everything into you guys. I'm committed to that. I love it. But I'm also a human being that needs to look after myself, because if I don't look after myself, I can't show up here for you. So think of that for yourself, with your family, your kids, your workmates, whatever you do or whatever you're striving for. You are number one, and you need to sometimes be a little bit selfish and just plan something for yourself, for you, and just change your scenery, guys. Change your scenery. Okay, you're with me. Does that make sense? Do those 5 things make sense? Now, I should have done this at the beginning, because you lose people by the end. I want to finish off with one of the reasons that I was still working a little bit while I was away, because these amazing people are new to my online crew coaching community. And I want to acknowledge them. So here we go. So this is one of the reasons why I was still working while I was away. So these are new people to my coaching community in August and September. We have Shirley Samlau Chow. Sorry if I'm pronouncing any names wrong. Melissa Price Gray. Tyra Nybergull. Sorry, Tyra. Bonnie Pelletier. Jana Marie, Patricia Campbell, Donna McKenzie, Karina Federspiel, Carol Pegg, Jessa Jacobson, Matt Sherb, Florence Ragrag, Letitia Peter, Dina Jackson, Kristen L, Robbie Johnson, Susan Page, Maria Cruz, Ethel Aglipe, Lynn Baldwin, Lisa Childress, Sasha Gay Gordon, Diane Clark Oti, Teresa Chipchase, Helen Kelly, Maria Carla Macinda, Crystal Peterson, Susan Hagel, we've got Ligaya Pinga, we've got Line Perrin, and we've also got new lifetime members as well, which is, I'm just going to name all of them actually. We've got Judy and Bob Brown that have been a life member, the original life members. We've got Olive Dodd, Sahore Matani, Marion Osborne, Courtney and Bobby, Sabita Ray, Melanie Gagnon, Mel Reed. We've got Tashita Mantasi, different Mel. So we've got Melanie Gagnon, I'm talking to her tomorrow. Mel Reed, Tina J, Megan Island, Brenda Waddle, Heather Edmondson, Michael Willison, I keep calling him Michael Wilson, Michael Willison, and Manu Bala. So these are amazing people new to my coaching community and new life members. You guys are awesome. That's why I was working while I was away, and I have no problems with that because you guys are the crew. Okay, so it's just amazing, amazing stuff, and credit to you guys who want to keep learning and realize the power of building a business online, and that there is a whole lot of things to learn. It's not just one thing. It's not just live video. There's all sorts of other things like branding and content creation and groups and Facebook advertising and attraction marketing and all the other things that encompass building a successful business online. So I congratulate you and so proud to have you part of my community, honestly. So, whoop whoop to everyone Mel's saying. So that's it from me. It's so awesome to be back. Tomorrow I am going to be live half an hour later than I normally am. So anybody that's still listening at this point in the live, I'm going to be live 30 minutes later than I normally am because I'm hosting another Facebook ads webinar. So please join me tomorrow and the rest of the week. I'm back normal. I'm refreshed. It's just awesome to be here with you, crew. Love you, appreciate you, and remember, change of scenery. Change of scenery. Do it. Okay? See you tomorrow. Bye.